Hello and welcome. I'm glad you are tuned in. In our last videos, we saw how God's will can be determined, can be proven. That's according to Romans chapter number 12, verse 1 and 2. And we gave a process of how to prove God's will for you, and even how to choose from ideas that you have. If you have not watched that, I would gladly recommend you to watch. So today we are going to look at another topic, and this is on believing. As I was studying the word, I came across this section in the book of Mark chapter 4, from that verse 35 all the way to verse 41. It's a story where Jesus and his disciples were crossing over the sea, and there was this windstorm, and their ship was pushed up and down. The disciples were greatly afraid, and Jesus was sound asleep. So the moment they saw they could not bear, after they had struggled enough, they went and woke him up. And what amazed me is not the idea of going and waking him up. They needed to do that. They were perishing. But after Jesus calmed the storm, he just said, "Peace, be still." And there was great calm in the sea. And the word says, they were greatly afraid, and they said, "Who is this that even the sea and the storm obey him?" And that's exactly where my question came. Why were they waking him up? What were they expecting? Did they expect him to go and struggle with them? Were they waking him up because they were tired and they needed someone to replace? Or why did they wake him up? It was very clear to me, and I think it will be to you. They didn't believe he could do that. The word says in the book of James chapter 1 and verse number 6 all the way to verse 8 that him who asks must believe that whoever he asks, they will receive. Yani, they must ask in faith. And I'm wondering, how many times have I been asking something from God, and I know deep within my heart, I don't believe he will do it for me. Sometimes we don't question the power of God. We know he is all able. We know if nothing is impossible with him. But do we believe he can do it for us? Do you believe he can do it for you? In that situation you are in that thing you are asking from God, do you believe he can do it? Or you are just asking so that the moment you are asked, did you ask from God, you say, "Yes, I asked." Or why did you ask? My message to you this moment is, don't go to ask when you honestly don't believe he can do it for you. James has told us such a person should not expect to receive anything from God. So when you ask, regardless of the magnitude of your situation, first of all, believe that God is able. Then ask. And the Bible says, Matthew 7:7, ask and you will receive, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened for you. Are you asking for something today? Obviously you must be. Ask in faith. Because the question is, do you believe? Thank you very much for tuning in. Keep subscribe as you wait for more videos that are coming, as we try to see the biblical perspective of every situation we are in. God bless you.